magical wanderers. It's Maya Cat, here to whisk you away into a world of wonder and wisdom. The Pisces full moon and total lunar eclipse of September 7, 2025 is not just a celestial event, it's a soul revolution. Today we dive deep into one of the most mystical astrological moments of the year, a total lunar eclipse in dreamy, emotional Pisces, coinciding with a full moon, a rare, blood moon, that promises to wash away illusions, awaken intuition, and reshape destinies over the next 12 months. My trusted co-host Brian is here to guide us through the twists and turns. Grab your journal, your tea, or whatever fuels your soul, and let's get started. Brian, take the wheel.
Thanks, Maya, you always know how to spark curiosity. Let's uncover exactly how these astral alignments will shape our paths, and why embracing change could lead to magic. Full moon. Total lunar eclipse in Pisces, September 7th, 2025. How one night will shape your year. There's a hush in the air, the kind that settles just before a symphony begins. Not the loud, brassy overture, but the soft, trembling note that rises from the strings, deep and full of longing. The veil between worlds is thinning, and the ocean of the unconscious is rising, lapping at the shores of our everyday lives. On September 7, 2025, the sky will deliver a celestial masterpiece. A full moon and total lunar eclipse in Pisces. A rare cosmic convergence that isn't merely an astronomical spectacle, but a soul-level initiation. And though it lasts only a few hours, its echo will ripple through your life for the entire year. Quietly, deeply, and with the kind of grace that only comes when you finally stop fighting the current and let yourself be carried. This isn't just another full moon, this is a blood moon in Pisces, glowing crimson as Earth casts its shadow across the lunar face. A poetic image of emotional reckoning, yes, but also of healing. Pisces, ruled by the dreamy Neptune and infused with the boundless compassion of the divine, is the sign of endings that feel like beginnings, of tears that water the seeds of rebirth. It is where logic dissolves and intuition takes the wheel, where the mystic, the artist, and the wounded healer all find their voice. When a lunar eclipse lands here, it doesn't knock on your door. It slips in through the cracks of your heart while you're dreaming, rearranging the furniture of your soul before you even realize someone's been inside. At precisely 15 to 22 Pisces, this eclipse will oppose the Sun in 15 degree 22's Virgo, igniting the eternal dance between service and surrender, order and chaos, the practical and the poetic. Virgo asks, "Are you doing enough?" Pisces whispers back, "Are you being enough just as you are?" It's the tension between the spreadsheet and the sonnet, the to-do list and the tarot reading, the part of you that wants to fix the world and the part that just wants to dissolve into music at 2 a.m. This eclipse doesn't resolve the conflict, it forces you to feel it, to hold both truths and ultimately to choose a new balance. Because for the next 12 months, life will not reward perfection, it will reward presence. You may not realize it in the moment, but something profound will shift on September 7th. Perhaps you'll find yourself crying during a commercial or waking from a dream so vivid, it feels like a memory from another life. Maybe you'll receive unexpected news, a relationship ending, a secret revealed, a sudden urge to walk away from something you've outgrown. These are not accidents. This is the universe clearing space. Lunar eclipses are karmic sweepers, cosmic janitors that come through once in a while to clean out what's been cluttering your path. And Pisces, being the ultimate empath, doesn't just sweep, it forgives, it releases, it lets go with a quiet dignity that only comes after years of silent suffering. Over the next year, you may look back and say, that was the moment I stopped pretending. Maybe you were pretending to be fine when you were falling apart, pretending to love a job that drained your spirit, pretending a relationship was working when it was built on silence and sacrifice. The Pisces eclipse doesn't shame you for the illusions. It gently dissolves them, like salt in warm water, leaving behind a startling clarity. And from that clarity, a new life begins to form. For some, this will mean endings. Relationships that were more fantasy than foundation, careers that honored duty but ignored desire, identities that no longer fit. But here's the secret the cosmos is whispering. Every ending is a love letter from your future self. What feels like loss now will, within months, reveal itself as liberation. And within that space of emptiness, something new will grow, not because you forced it, but because you finally made room. This eclipse also awakens the inner mystic. Over the coming months, you may notice your dreams becoming more vivid, your intuition sharper, your sense of synchronicity stronger. You'll meet people who feel like they've known you forever. You'll receive messages in songs, in clouds, in the way a stranger smiles at you on the subway. You might pick up a tarot deck for the first time or finally sign up for that meditation retreat you've been avoiding. This isn't just spiritual curiosity, it's destiny unfolding. The Pisces eclipse turns up the volume on your inner voice. And over the next year, those quiet nudges will begin to steer your life in ways you never could have planned. And let's not forget the collective wave. Pisces rules the unseen. The pain we don't talk about, the stories we bury, the oceans we're slowly killing. This eclipse may coincide with global moments of sorrow and compassion, humanitarian crises, revelations about corruption in healing institutions, or a surge of art and music that captures the soul of the times. You might feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world, but that sensitivity isn't a flaw. It's your superpower. Because in the months ahead, those who choose empathy over indifference, creativity over cynicism, and surrender over control will find themselves aligned with a deeper current, one that carries them not just through the year, but into a more authentic version of themselves. The magic of this eclipse isn't in the drama, but in the quiet aftermath. You won't necessarily get a new job or fall in love the next day, but slowly, like moonlight spreading across a lake, changes will take root. You'll start trusting yourself more. You'll create from the heart, not for approval. You'll forgive others, yes, but more importantly yourself. And somewhere between September 2025 and September 2026, you'll realize you're living a different life, not because you overhauled everything, but because you finally listened. So as the blood moon rises in Pisces, don't panic if you feel unmoored. Don't resist the tears, the dreams, the strange sense that something invisible has shifted. This is not a storm to survive, it's a tide to ride. The next 12 months will ask you to be softer, braver, and more trusting than you've ever been. And if you say yes, not with your mind, but with your soul, you may just find that the life you were meant to live has been waiting for you all along, just beneath the surface, like a song you've always known but never heard.
And that's all she wrote, my cosmic cuties. Life is full of surprises, but with the right mindset, you can turn any moment into magic. If you found this video helpful, show some love with a like, subscribe for more inspiration, and tell us what you think in the comments. Until next time, stay radiant, stay resilient, and keep climbing those mountains. Meow, all.